The Chiefs are 0-2. The Broncos are still trash. And the Raiders, well, fuck the Raiders. Red on Wiki starts right now.
Get therapy.
What is up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome to another Reddit Readings episode. I'm your host today, the Pundit Pinoy John, joined with me as usual, the handsome Josh Shell. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Yeah, coming into this episode pretty cold because Sean was supposed to be here, but he apparently has a cold, so he won't be here until Friday anyway. So I'm filling in for Sean, and hopefully this goes well.
And honestly, we're all filling in right now because it was his turn to host today, so we had to scramble pretty bad.
We're all just, grasping at straws right now. So
this is a very thrown away episode, so bear with us. But all we care about is our boy feeling better. So feel better, Sean. You will not hear this, but the Wikimaniacs will wish you well otherwise.
He clearly caught some sort of Spanish flu over there.
Something.
Oh, no, he was in Italy.
Oh, yeah.
Not the Spanish flu.
Do they have a flu version over there? Italian flu? Is that
Italian
a thing?
Mafia. I don't know.
Well, he's still alive, so he didn't get caught. So he should be all right.
The jokes are cold tonight, guys.
Oh, my. That's what he got.
True. I have spent all day and yesterday with my niece and nephew taking care of them. So I am a little gassed this morning.
And me, I just spent the rest of the night. Well, I celebrated Kevin's birthday yesterday, and also the Chargers played till damn midnight, so I'm a little tired today. Bolted up all over the place, but it's all good.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, but before we get started, Josh, any announcements that you'd want to share? Any housekeeping items you want to talk about?
Yeah, head up redditonwikishop.com. You can get our Kitty Rich merch or Emo Ween merch, which should be around for another week-ish, depending on if Sean's still sick next week. It could be delayed. You never know. But then I'm not sure what our October merch is. I haven't talked to Sean about that yet. I'm sure he doesn't know right now either. He just got back from his vacation. So we'll figure that out. But make sure to get that. If you don't, though, November, we've got our all merch sale where we put all our old merch back up on sale. It's Sean's favorite month of the year.
Because everything goes to us, guys, for once. But every other month, 50% of the profits will go to a charitable cause. But November, we need it because actually, you know what's happening in November? We haven't really disclosed this to anyone yet, but we're meeting again.
We are, yes. And we're definitely doing a meetup, but we might actually be doing a live show if everything goes as planned. So stay tuned for that. We'll make an announcement and everything if that happens and where to buy tickets and stuff. But yeah, we're meeting in Toronto. So yeah, stay tuned for more news.
We're so excited. We're going to eat a lot. We're going to hang out a lot. And hopefully we get to see some Wikimaniacs live and in person.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Josh. Well, let's start the episode today. Again, Wikimaniacs, bear with us. Me and Josh are both winging it today. So first story of the day is coming from r/confessions.
Ooh.
And this one is posted by Elegant Tendency. The title for this one is, I pretend to work from home, but actually spend most days at the mall.
This is the work from home worker that corporations use as an example to call everyone back to the office. Oh, no. All right. Let's hear it.
All right. We shall see. So this is probably going to sound ridiculous, but I need to get this off my chest because the guilt is eating me alive. I've been working from home, and I put that in quotations, for about 8 months now since my company went fully remote. My job is basically data entry and some customer service emails, nothing too crazy. The thing is, I don't actually work from home most days. What I do is I wake up, log into all my work stuff on my laptop, set my status to available, and then I literally pack up my laptop and drive to the mall. Yeah, the mall. There's this quiet spot in the food court near Sbarro. Is that the pizza place, Sbarro? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but
I don't know where that is actually. I'm not sure.
Oh, it sounds right. Someone's going to correct us.
Yeah,
Where barely
sure.
anyone sits and they have free Wi-Fi. I just camp out there all day doing my work between shopping trips. So OP's working. It's just
Kind of.
spot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely sounds like he's doing shopping as well, right?
Well, just in between trips or between work. So
Yeah. I think that's fine so far.
the crazy part is I'm actually more productive there than I ever was at home. Something about being around people but not having to interact with them just works for me. Plus, when I get bored or frustrated with work, I can just walk around, grab a pretzel, window shop for 20 minutes, and then come back refreshed. My coworkers think I'm this super dedicated work from home person because I always respond to messages. And I never have background noise on calls. Little do they know, I'm usually texting them from next to a hot dog on a stick. The weirdest part is I've become friends with some of the mall employees. The lady at Auntie Anne's know my usual order. The security guard and I chat about sports, and I think the GameStop guy has a crush on me. It's like I've created this whole secret life. I know it's not technically wrong since I'm still doing all my work and meeting deadlines, but it feels so weird lying to everyone about where I am all day. Sometimes during video calls, I have to mute myself because of the background music or announcements. Last week, during a team meeting, I had to pretend I was having construction noises issues because they were doing some maintenance work on the escalators. I don't know why I started doing this or why I keep doing it. Maybe I just missed being around people after working from home for so long. The funny thing is I actually have some money saved aside for a vacation next year, though I definitely spend way more on pretzels and Orange Julius than I should.
That was going to be my thing. It sounds like you're spending a lot of money on breaks and stuff like that. Whereas at home, it's like, oh, I just make myself, lunch or a coffee or something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas at a mall, it's like, well, time to pay for this $6 coffee. So,
oh my gosh, the way I would just spend all my paycheck on a potato corner. I don't know if you've had that before. Oh, you have potato corner there in Canada?
Not that specifically, but I just thought like the hot dogs or like I'd be buying the food court. Like, I'd be going around.
It's over. Man. I love mall food courts. I was hankering for some Charlie's, like, the mall Philly cheesesteaks for a long time now. And I'm like, I need to get this shit somehow. But I don't think there's anything inherently wrong in this situation.
No.
Honestly, I'm advocating for this. I wish there was more companies that are like this because I think there's so much conversations now about, big wigs and all the people in charge that, hey, I want to be able to see you in the office so I can tell you're productive, yada, yada, and just like, watching you and hawking everything that you do. But to some people, an outside place like a mall or a coffee shop or, another sit down place, I feel like they're more comfortable there and they can actually have better output in terms of their work because that's their comfortable place,
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of companies are missing the mark on that.
No, I mean, I think OP's overthinking it, I think, a bit because it's like, oh, it's a mall. It's a weird place to work. But it's like, if this was a coffee shop or a library that you were going to every day, no one would think twice. Yeah. And that's a super normal place for people to go do work. I remember in school, like whenever I had to study or do a project or something like that, I'd always go to the like cafeteria at the school or the library or something like that. Just because like, I don't know, there's more distractions at home. And so I understand wanting to get away. It also gives you that barrier of, sometimes work blends into your home life when it's always there and available to do. So giving that, hey, I'm going to work at the mall gives you that bit of distance. So it doesn't feel like you're always on. And then, like corporations, I feel like now are demanding back to work because they want to lay people off. And this is like a way to soft lay people off to be like, okay, well, if you don't want to come in, we're just going to let you go. And it's like, that's a shitty way to do it. So, I don't think OP is doing anything wrong at all.
And at the end of the day, as long as the work is done, you're not slacking off. Even if you are taking breaks here and there, as long as everything is completed, your checklist is done, I don't see the issue with this whatsoever.
No, you're fine, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, I encourage it, to be honest. Like God forbid someone wants to actually enjoy doing their work.
Exactly.
I feel like if more people gave a shit about what they work, if they actually enjoyed their work, people wouldn't be as miserable in the corporate setting.
Absolutely. And I think going to an office every day, you described it perfectly when you were like companies that just hover over you. My first office job I got, I've talked about it on the show before, how terrible it was. It was like ridiculously over your shoulder watching. Like there was we had cubicles. There were six cubicles, I think. And I think when I worked there, it was max filled with 5 people. And there was 5 cameras, 4 in every corner, 1 at the entrance, all pointed down at us. It was the worst culture imaginable. It was so like paranoia, and like it was the worst place I've ever worked. I cannot say worse things about that place. It was not only that, but there was other things that also happened. And yeah, it gave me a real bad taste in my mouth about corporate life right off the bat.
I don't
straight
blame
out of
you.
school.
I've gotten really lucky that I want to say 90% of my managers have always been a relax in terms of how they went about their things. They're just like, hey, the policy is, are you done? Yeah. Then do whatever. I don't care. Go home early. I don't give a shit. And I carried that when I actually wanted to move up the corporate ladder and I became like a manager, supervisor. Every single time, like I would have a direct report, they'd be shocked. I was just like, hey, they're like, hey, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm just like, it's a Friday. I'm like, are you done?
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, I'm finished with work. I'm like, go to fuck home. Enjoy your weekend.
Care.
And they're just like, wait, are you sure? Like, I'm like, go, I'll fucking fill your time card. Go. I don't care. Get out of here. Have fun. See you Monday type shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? Those people stayed. Those people hella stayed.
Well, they probably work harder too, because they're like,
yeah,
like I actually like my manager, and I
absolutely,
you know, it doesn't feel like a prison when I'm here.
And it's vice versa. Whoever I had as a manager, you know, it's just like, man, if that was the same culture that everyone had, I think people would actually enjoy going to work every day. But
absolutely,
greed is a bitch, man. Greed is a bitch. Corporate motherfuckers. All right. Moving on to the next story. This one is posted on r/best of Redditor updates, but originally posted on r/relationships by Throw a Yay 88. The title for this one is, my girlfriend broke up with me last week, but she still expects me to give her a ride home for Thanksgiving.
I mean, I guess if it was mutual, it would be a different story, but this doesn't sound mutual. Yeah, probably find your own way home, just for, you know, awkwardness sake as well.
Public transportation exists too, so why don't you take that? Yeah. All right, let's see how the story goes. Prior to breaking up last Wednesday, my girlfriend, 23 female, and I, 27 male, predator.
Oh,
illegal.
There we go. Not a predator, but
had been together for just over 3 years. So 20 and 24.
No, I take back the illegal, because it's technically not.
Yeah, we just had to have Sean in the episode. You know what I'm saying? We needed to hear his voice.
Exactly.
Up until this past August, she lived in Georgia, about 2 hours away from where I was living in South Carolina. In August, she moved up to New York for graduate school, and in order to be closer to her, I found a job and moved to DC. Things have been a bit rough in the months leading up to August, and the stress of moving and starting grad school / a new job certainly didn't help things. Given the rough few months we had, she was left questioning whether or not she still wanted to be in a relationship with me. She voiced her uncertainty to me on the phone last Monday and expressed to me that she had a strong desire to go out and have some experiences with other men.
Okay. Well, see ya then. Like, what
Bye.
the fuck?
Find your own way home.
Yeah.
To go on dates and see what else was out there. I told her this wasn't at all what I wanted, that I wanted to work through these hard times together. She responded by saying if she didn't go out and have these experiences, even if things improved, she would always regret it. And that's where we left things. So this is given open the relationship type shit.
Is she asking to open the relationship?
No, she just wanted to sounds like she wanted to break up and explore other things.
Did she do it? Did she break up with him?
Well, in the beginning sentence, they said they did break it off. So
okay. He said, well, because just at the end there, he said that's where we left it. So I didn't know if she was just like, yeah, I want to sleep with other guys. And then they ended the phone call. I don't know if that's breaking up or not, but I guess, yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah. When we spoke the next day, she had decided she wanted to come down to South Carolina and spend a few days with me for Thanksgiving break before returning home to visit her family. There was one catch though. So now they're broken up already. I know like that sounded confusing, but in the beginning, they confirmed that they did break up.
Okay.
On Friday, the 17th, to which they added, I'm driving from DC to South Carolina on the 16th for my birthday / Thanksgiving break. I was going to have to drive 2 hours from my home in South Carolina to pick her up from the airport in North Carolina, and then 2 hours back. The following Monday, I would have to drive her 2 hours from home to take her to Georgia to be with her family, and then drive 2 hours back. Then Sunday, after Thanksgiving, I'd have to go 2 hours out of my way and pick her back up in Georgia, and then have her ride with me all the way back to DC, where she would fly out to New York.
Holy
Goddamn.
shit. That's so crazy.
Yeah. At this point, I voiced my confusion given the conversation from the previous day. She said she thought one positive experience together could really turn things around and that she wanted to give it a shot.
What a wild way to go about a relationship. I just need one positive moment in this relationship to stay. I think
She just
it's
wanted
over.
a ride.
I think, yeah, that's what it sounds like.
She had the flight up and ready to book, and there was only one seat left. So despite my voicing my desire to talk things out first, she went ahead and booked it. The next day, I tried to talk to her about her desire to date other men and about how we could improve our relationship and work through the rough times we had been having, and ultimately led to her breaking up with me. Since then, we haven't had all that much communication. She has ignored most of my texts, and the ones she has responded to, she's been rather rude / mean. I pointed this out, and her response was, "It's unreasonable of you to expect us to be friendly right now. It's too soon." Which honestly, I understand. She's right.
And you're expecting a fucking ride? Not just one ride. It sounds like hours of
Multiple,
rides.
yes.
This is insane.
Then she texts me and tells me she still needs me to pick her up and take her home, and
Holy
that she
fuck,
still needs to ride.
You're delusional. Holy.
And that she still needs to ride with me back to DC. She doesn't have the money to change her flight, and she doesn't have anyone else to pick her up. I told her I didn't feel I owed her that, as she broke up with me. She pointed out that I had committed to coming, which I most certainly had, and I asked her if I was willing to come, if she would be able to set aside her anger for a few hours and be friendly. And she said she would do her best to be cordial, but being friendly was too much to ask. What?
You just say yes. Just say yes. What the fuck?
She said she would sit in the back and work the whole ride. So my guy is a fucking taxi driver at this point.
Yeah, you can get someone else to pick you up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My question is, do I still owe it to her to go and pick her up? Would it be selfish of me to tell her she needed to work this out on her own? I really don't want to leave her stranded, but I don't feel this is really my responsibility anymore. What do I do here?
No, it's not your responsibility. Because right before she booked the flight, you were like, hey, we should probably talk about this before we go on a hour-long drive, or however long it was, 2 hours, and then more driving after that. Like, we should probably talk about this. And then she just booked the flight.
Yep.
And then broke up with you the next day. So it's just like, I don't think you owe her anything, dude. Like, It sounded like you were tepid on picking her up anyway because you didn't know where you stood in the relationship. And then she confirmed where she stood in the relationship, which was 1 foot out the door. And then it's just like, also, you still have to pick me up. No, get one of your other guys to pick you up.
You got me fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy. So no, just tell her the truth. Be honest with her, and then, she's an adult. She can figure it out herself.
Oh yeah. And the crazy part is like, hey, if we are gonna drive this time, can we take the time to maybe reevaluate and work things out? And she's like, nah, I'm gonna sit in the backseat the whole time while I work.
No, not even work things out. Just be cordial and friendly to each other.
Yes. She's like, nah,
because I'm doing this nice thing for you. Like, why else would I do it? You know what I mean? It's crazy to me.
Some of the relevant comments, Cannibal Bun commented, don't drive her. She can get an Uber or Lyft. She broke up with you and doesn't want to get back together. She's saying things like, this experience might bring me back to you / might make our relationship better is a manipulation tactic to get you to drive her around.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it. To which Marcus Arealis78 commented, LOL, it's insane, isn't it? How does OP not realize he's being used here? She literally hasn't offered gas, any expenses, doesn't care that he won't be able to rest properly during break because of driving her, and she still has the nerve to tell him she won't be friendly the whole ride, which is true.
Yeah, I mean, I give OP the benefit of the doubt. He'd just been broken up with. This is someone he's been with for 3 years.
Yeah.
Probably not in the right headspace to, think clearly. And that's why he's coming to Reddit. And I think that's fair.
For sure. To which they offered a quick update. They put, to those of you who have said I'm being a doormat, you are 100% correct. And I have been for, pretty much our entire relationship. I try my best to be kind to people regardless of how they treat me, but at some point you have to have a little self-respect. Anyhow, I had pretty much decided not to pick her up prior to seeing all of your replies, and reading through them has solidified my decision. I just texted her saying, given the fact that you just broke up with me and that, in your own words, it's too early to expect to be friendly with one another, I am not okay with coming to try to pick you up on Friday or taking you to DC on Sunday. Sitting in a car with you for 20 plus hours when you can't even be friendly with me will only make it harder for me to recover from this breakup. And I'm not willing to do that to myself. I hope you are able to find another way home, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family. Sorry for any inconvenience this causes. Best of luck to you.
Super mature response, and like being honest and giving them enough time ahead of time to plan something else. That's good. Well done text message.
Well done. And last sentence, I didn't have it in me to be rude to her, but I got the message across nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. No notes. That's probably perfectly how you should word it.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like it wasn't a great relationship based on how he described being a doormat the whole time. It's always nice to do stuff for your partner, but being a doormat is not good. You have to have your own wants and desires as well. It sounds like you also moved states to be closer to him, so that sucks too. Yeah. So I hope you've established a circle of friends in DC as well, and are doing well there.
Yeah, move states, new job. That's gotta be stressful on top of having to try to fix a relationship with someone who, based on OP's perspective, was kind of a selfish person this whole time.
Yeah.
So yeah, more power to you. I'm glad that I'm glad that Reddit kind of, gave you that voice, steered you straight, and kind of gave you the right sense of direction. You sat down, you did a self-reflection, and you, instead of being petty, because I would have been petty about the situation, you were actually mature. So kudos to you. Couldn't be me, to be honest.
Exactly.
I'm like, find your own fucking ride. You just dumped me. Are you kidding me right now?
I wouldn't even expected it. Like, as soon as they broke up, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I would have just ghosted them. I'm just be like laughing emoji or just haha or like react to that text. Like, you're funny.
So you're more mature than John, at least.
Oh, there's so much people more mature than me. And my reaction to anything is petty.
Yeah, that's true.
I need help. All right, moving on to the next story. This one, I gotta do it for you, my guy. This one is from r/wedding drama.
Let's go. Wedding drama, not wedding shaming.
Wedding shaming. It's not wedding shaming, but it's wedding drama. But I feel like you live for those, Josh. So
I do live for the drama. So I'm into this.
All right. So this one is posted by Main Replacement 120. The title is Finding Out Nearly 6 Years Later That My Wedding Was Apparently the Catalyst for a Friendship Ending.
Oh, you said 6 years later?
6 years later.
Kudos to everyone involved in that drama for keeping it from the bride and groom for that long. That's incredible. So, I mean, if you're going to have drama at the wedding, the best thing to do is ensure the groom and bride do not know about it because it's their night to enjoy. 6 years is great. That's awesome.
All right. Well, let's see how the story goes. I feel very confused and hurt by the whole situation. I got married in December 2019, and one of my bridesmaids, and they'll call him Bridesmaid A, and I were very close for several years leading up to my wedding. She helped me pick out my dress. She was at my bachelorette. I didn't think there were any problems at all. I do remember that there being some awkwardness on the wedding weekend, but I didn't think much of it because I honestly loved every minute of my wedding. Afterward, bridesmaid A and I stayed in touch for a bit. We made plans to see each other, but then COVID happened and that kind of threw things into a disarray. More life changes came our way, and I know she was working a job where it was hard to get time off. We live in different states, so it wasn't unusual to go bits of time without seeing one another. Communication got spotty, but I figured life was busy. Then, after we had to cancel yet another trip together, it seemed like she dropped off the face of the earth. She stopped instigating texts and calls, and we didn't talk much. She attended my virtual baby shower 2 years ago, and we weren't talking much, but I still considered her a friend. Then, things went pretty much silent outside the occasional happy birthday text. It hurt a little, but I chalked it up to that being life. We really were living two very different worlds, and I know she was going through some stuff. Fast forward to now, I had seen she was engaged on social media, but obviously didn't expect an invite given we've barely spoken in the past couple of years. I knew that a mutual friend of ours, and they put who was also a bridesmaid in my wedding, so we'll just call her bridesmaid B, was in her wedding party because she had mentioned it in passing and recently said she was going on a bachelorette weekend for bridesmaid A. Well, today, bridesmaid B and I were talking and she mentioned the bachelorette. I asked how it went and she said it was chill. Then she got a little weird and said, I felt kind of awkward at one point because I'm pretty sure bridesmaid A was talking about you, but she wasn't saying your name.
What the fuck happened?
So OP sounds like they were the center of the drama. I asked for more details, and basically, bridesmaid A wasn't apparently very big on it being a chill weekend and telling people constantly they didn't have to do all the activities and let her know if it was too much. She mentioned at one point that when she was a bridesmaid, the bride ran them all over, wouldn't let them rest, etc. Bridesmaid B wasn't sure at first if this was about me. Then at another point, bridesmaid A mentioned some other stuff that was very specific to my wedding. Again, without mentioning my name, she talked about how I canceled some things my wedding weekend and said she was anxious about inconveniencing her guests the way I had. Bridesmaid B clarified they didn't spend a lot of time talking about it, but bridesmaid A seemed very vigilant about not being one of those brides.
Oh no.
Later, bridesmaid B did speak to bridesmaid A about it, and bridesmaid A admitted my wedding had given her such anxiety, and that combined with some other minor stuff made her feel like she lost me as a friend because I had changed. I really thought I don't know how to feel about this or what to do about it. The stuff that was brought up, I didn't think it was a big deal at the time. My bachelorette weekend was very go, go, go. We had a lot of activities, but I wanted to make the most out of it. Some of the bridesmaids seemed tired, but no one complained. Looking back, I do remember bridesmaid A asking to go back to the hotel at one point, and I asked if she really needed to which she said no, that she'd power through. As for my wedding weekend, I had some family drama happen because my dad was being a dick and trying to make it about himself. I had some activities originally planned, but after he pissed me off so badly and some other family members were on his side, I canceled the events and wanted my friends close. So I planned activities for just us. Looking back again, I remember bridesmaid A trying to bring her +1 to one of the events, but I told her no, just a bridal party.
Ooh.
And now that I reflect deeper, that is the one she left. Apparently, to bridesmaid A, me canceling the events and not letting anyone else come to the new ones was rude. But also, as I reflect, I realized I didn't talk to her about all the drama. She knew about a portion of it and I assumed she understood why I was canceling. I also asked bridesmaid A to not wear a certain necklace because it didn't really go with the dress. My mom really spearheaded that conversation as I didn't want to be rude. But apparently, according to bridesmaid B, this was another problem, and this was something bridesmaid A specifically said she wanted to avoid. I don't know what to do with this information. In a way, I wish bridesmaid B had never said anything. But a part of me feels defensive, another part feels hurt, a third part wonders if there's truth somewhere in there. I wish bridesmaid A had just discussed this with me. Apparently, there is more than bridesmaid A didn't go into with bridesmaid B, but the overall sentiment seemed to be that bridesmaid A felt I stopped treating her as a friend and started treating her as an accessory. She also cited a time after my wedding when we had plans and I canceled them due to some personal stuff, but I did do something with another friend. But that was because those plans were local and low key and didn't require me flying. But apparently, bridesmaid A had just held this against me. I don't know what to do. Should I call bridesmaid A and try to talk this all out? I feel so blindsided as all of this happening 5 years later, but I don't want to cause issues between bridesmaid A and bridesmaid B. At the same time, I'm wondering if A told B these things so I'd find out. This was long, but if you have any advice, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd say shut the fuck up until after the wedding. And then you can bring stuff up. Because, I mean, calling her now and causing shit between A and B would just be dumb. That would be mean of you. Yeah, there was definitely some shitty things you did in there. I think, canceling plans on her and then going out with another friend without explaining that maybe properly to her, along with the other things. Like, it sounds like a lot of little things added up. And it felt like she probably felt like you were discarding her to the side.
Yep.
The bridal party thing, it's like, if you're going to a bridal party, you should probably be prepared to be go, go, go. That's kind of just how they are. Same with bachelor, bachelorette. They're all go, go, go. Other than that, yeah, like not allowing her to bring her +1 without explaining the full situation seems kind of crazy to me, because it's just like, oh, did you allow other +1s to go? Like, that information wasn't left in. So she could have felt targeted there. The necklace thing is a small thing in itself, but if all these things are starting to add up, you can see the resentment. It sounds like you guys just needed to have a talk after the wedding, and maybe that's what, that meetup that you canceled was going to be. And then after that, she probably just felt like, oh, she's not my like, she doesn't want to fucking hang out with me. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get that. You lose friends, you get busy, and things like that happen. But I just can't imagine like one of my friends coming to my wedding, doing all this, and then, canceling on them without giving them a reason why. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It feels like you're in the wrong in quite a few scenarios here. I feel like this could have all been cleared up after the wedding if you just had a talk, but you didn't process, like you maybe didn't understand how hurt they were, and then not even talking. So I don't know. Without all the nitty gritty details of this, it's hard to say if anyone's necessarily in the wrong, but I would lean towards OP probably apologizing after, bridesmaid A has her wedding and stuff like that, so that you don't cause issues between her and bridesmaid B.
Yeah. It's also been 6 years, or 5 years in this situation. So I think at this point, this friendship is done. I think bringing it up now might just open up a little bit more extra wound than it should be, because it seemed like, bridesmaid A kind of moved on with their life already. It seems like, they're going to have a wedding and all that.
It sounds like she hasn't fully, because she's still bringing it up.
I think she's just trying to avoid, I guess it sounds like she has like some leftover trauma from the last experience she had. So that part, but I mean, she wasn't explicitly talking shit about OP, in a way.
She might have been. It's hard to tell, but I think it sounds like she was like, I don't want it to be like this wedding that was terrible for me. And it's like, if that's your experience, that's fair. And me personally, if I was like, if it felt like I wronged someone, I would want to apologize. But if it's been 6 years, is there a point in it? I guess if you want to like give them closure, give yourself closure, that's a way to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, continue on, John. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, because like if bridesmaid B wouldn't have even been in that party and she was saying that to her, like let's say bridal party, saying like, hey, this was what I experienced with my like past stuff that I did. I want it to be as chill as possible because I don't want you guys feeling inconvenienced. I think that's just her, coping with the situation. So I think she moved on from it. It just happened that bridesmaid B is just the messenger who was like, hey, I was both in this situation, and I think she was low-key talking about you. So B, in a way, for me, is stirring the pot a little bit, but not, I mean, I think this, because they're both friends, but I think at this point, if OP is looking for, to rekindle some sort of friendship with bridesmaid A. Let's just call her A. Bridesmaids is too much to say. If she wants to rekindle a friendship with A again, then yeah, I agree with you, Josh. Like maybe like an apology or just a conversation should have been had to say like, hey, I'm sorry that it took me so long to acknowledge like what you felt during that day. Here's my side of the story. Here are the behind the scenes that happened. Hopefully A, can come to realization and saying like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know all that shit happened. And, they were kind of annoyed about it was a go, go, go. But to your point, Josh, like, I feel like this is how like
it is
your bridesmaid,
go.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's those situations. So maybe hopefully, they can at least be acquaintances or be cordial with each other at least. That's the hope. But if you don't anticipate having a relationship or wanting to start that friendship over with that friend, I think this is something that you just kind of chalk up and move on with.
That's fair. Yeah. And like, it's been 6 years. You haven't seen her in what, 5.5, something like that. Was she really a friend you wanted to keep around if you didn't try that hard to see her? So, yeah. I mean, it happens. You lose friends. Yeah. Like, especially in adult life, you get busy.
Yeah.
You're different states. It's hard to meet up. I get it.
So there were a few comments that OP responded to. So those are the ones that we're going to read today. So different version 58. And by the way, OP got downvoted to hell for every comments that they had, which is, yeah. Different version 58 commented, so even from hearing the story from your point of view, you don't sound like a great friend here. You packed your bachelorette party weekend with activities, pushed back when people expressed a need for a social battery / energy reset, did the same thing on your wedding weekend, and got your mom to dictate wedding accessories. Again, this is just from your point of view, which is the version of events that puts you in the best light. I imagine if we heard her side of the story, it might get worse, which is possibility.
Yeah. Again, the bachelorette is go, 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 no matter what.
Yeah.
In most scenarios. I will say what was shitty of you was when she asked if she could go back to the hotel, didn't just oblige.
You should have said, yeah, you should have been like, go ahead, do what you need to do.
Anyone in my party, if they were like, hey, I'm exhausted, like go chill for the afternoon. Like that's fine. I don't care. I want everyone to be comfortable. It sounded like you pressured her into coming out. I will say that. I did want to add that on.
Mm-hmm. To which OP commented, no, I'm still very, very close with my maid of honor, though bridesmaid A used to be close with her too, and they talk less than we do now. But my two other bridesmaids, I talk to them often. I don't get to see one of them as much as they live further away, but they supported me through a miscarriage, something bridesmaid A didn't do, even though she was aware of it. But I see what people are saying. It does all sound really bad. So, I'm starting to see at least some sort of, okay, well, I'm realizing that there is a fuck up that happened here on my end.
Yeah. It sounds like she's trying to, the miscarriage is awful, obviously.
Yeah.
It depends on like how long you hadn't been talking at that point. Do you expect her to come out of the woodwork from nowhere if you've been ignoring her and putting her off for years?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, it'd be nice, but how much do you expect of someone who you barely talk to?
True. And then Whispering Duck commented, it does sound like you treated her like an accessory. If you reached out to her now to address it before a wedding, it does sound like you would be making it about yourself again instead of about her and how she wants to be remembered during this time in her life.
Yeah, if you're going to apologize, shut the fuck up before the wedding because let her have that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
She let you have it for like 6 years, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
The friendship is already lost. I don't know what you would gain from reaching out to her now, since you could obviously tell your friendship was drifting apart over the past 6 years and have done nothing until you find out that she's talking about you now and respectfully not using your name. It sounds like chalking this up to the life experience and being a better friend in the future is the best thing that could happen from this. It's great that bridesmaid B felt comfortable to share this with you. If you need to process this, you could consider talking to B more and ask if she felt similarly, but you've already kind of answered that part. You know what you did. To which OP commented, this isn't a bad idea, talking to bridesmaid B. I did try to talk to another member of the wedding party about it, a maid of honor, but she kind of brushed me off and called A the dramatic one. Yet B seems to think that A was valid, so it's confusing.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like different people just handle different things. Like maybe the other people in your bridal party was okay with the whole go shit, but it's up to you to be
yeah.
So I just think kind of like what Josh was saying. Like I wish she did take that time to like acknowledge, like, hey, B or bridesmaid A was like, okay, I'm tired. maybe she's just been like, you know what, do what you need to do. If
Mhm.
once you're ready, recharge, go join us again or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then like obviously they're gonna have some say in what you wear, like necklace wise or something like that. Like it is their day, but that should have been you to talk to her, not your mom. That's crazy. So yeah, you definitely did some shitty things. If you truly felt bad and wanted to apologize, it should have been years ago, not after you've heard it secondhand. So
Yeah.
it now seems like you're trying to save face rather than you're actually sorry.
Yeah. And I think for it was easy to kind of cut her off because it sounded like they were already slowly growing apart from that person and just
Yeah.
seeing them different on a different light. So maybe them not really bringing this up earlier was like her way of saying, you know what, this is me slowly tapering off this friendship. If it falls off, if it falls off. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. So
Yeah, no, that's true.
see how it goes. Sometimes you just outgrow people, and that's perfectly fine.
It happens. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Last story of the day before we head over to the amazing Underbaki segment. This one is posted on r/relationship advice from Immediate Strain 1864. The title is, How Do I Get My Boyfriend to Stop Treating Dishes Like They're a Threat to His Masculinity?
No, he doesn't do the fucking dishes. Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. Grow up. Don't date children. That's what I'm gonna say.
I love doing dishes. I get to chill. Honestly, it's fine.
Yeah, we've talked about this many times, but it's usually reversed because I usually make dinner and then Sienna does dishes. But it's like if it was the other way around, whatever. I don't love doing dishes, but I'll fucking throw a podcast in and do them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's the rule. Whoever cooks, the other person cleans, and vice versa. So
exactly.
I'm not the greatest cook, so I better clean everything else afterwards.
We also have a dishwasher, so it's like most things go in there, and then whatever we can't,
whatever's left over, that's when you do the rest. But that's fine. All right. Story goes as this. So I need to vent because this is driving me insane. When we first moved in together, everything was smooth. He was kind, sweet, and actually helped out with chores, washing dishes, taking out trash, even cooking sometimes. I thought, we're a team. But over the last few months, something changed. I asked him to help with small stuff like washing dishes after dinner, and he flips out.
Also, she said makes dinner sometimes. So it sounds like he's not making dinner and not doing dishes.
Like, what are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, what are you doing in the household?
You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit. Legit rants like, quote, this isn't my role. I'm a man, not a woman.
Holy fuck.
I didn't know that fucking chores were a friggin' assigned. Bitch, you live in that house too? What are you talking about?
She's going to leave your ass and then they'll be all your chores. So what do you want now?
Yeah. What are you going to do? Move back to mommy and expect her to do everything for you dumb bitch?
Yeah. People like this are so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Sometimes we need to build a time machine and we need to send people back to like the era that they want to be in and just like leave them there. And hopefully there's a time shift continuum that happens where they just get stuck in limbo and they never leave. And they're just there confused, fucking stuck in time. And hope bad shit happens to them.
Yeah, let's send them back and let them die of measles or some shit.
Fucking dysentery. Make them do the Oregon Trail by themselves. No help. Dumb bitch. Anyways,
crazy.
I paused, laughed, even tried explaining that helping out isn't about gender. It's just teamwork. Nope. One night, I was scrubbing pots while he sat on the couch, scrolling his phone, muttering about traditional gender roles. And yeah, I get traditional gender roles are a thing, but when I'm basically running a tiny hotel here, it's not romantic or old school. It's exhausting and honestly infuriating.
Smash his phone, smash his Xbox, smash his TV and say, oh, traditionally we didn't have those things. You can listen to the radio, you dumb fuck.
I've tried patience, humor, and nothing works. I can feel my soul shrinking every time I wash yet another plate while he protests for my principles.
Oh,
Reddit,
fuck.
How do I get through to him that a relationship is supposed to be teamwork, not a one-woman show with commentary from the sidelines?
Ma'am, listen to me, please. You are dating a child who wants mommy to feed him bottle and take care of him and change his diaper. don't teach him fucking anything. He should come into the relationship with this knowledge. And it sounds like he did, and then went down the fucking manosphere pipeline and lost his fucking marbles. Yeah, no, toss him to the curb. He can do his own fucking dishes then. He can do his own fucking laundry, his own food. And then maybe he'll appreciate, how much you did for him and learn his lesson. Probably not. He's probably going to double down and be like, women are what's wrong with society now. And he's going to be alone for fucking ever. And he should. Don't date him. Don't reward him with a relationship. He doesn't deserve it. Let him learn by himself. Absolutely. And then you could find someone who's already grown up and wearing adult pants and not diapers. Fuck me.
You said you've tried patience, you tried humor, and nothing works. Baby girl, he don't either. So why are you trying with this bitch ass motherfucker?
I just couldn't imagine sitting there scrolling on the phone and being like, not my role, traditional roles. And it's just like, motherfucker, go live in a house with no electricity, no TV. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you want to go. Yeah. All right. Fucking get out of the house then.
That's some crazy ass wording, dude. I don't want to help out with chores for my principles. What the fuck?
What principles do you have? Sounds like none.
What an idiot.
Oh my God.
All right. Short Pineapple 3023 commented, it's super easy. Tell him to get his shit together or you're out. It sounds like someone or a group of someone's has got his ear and he's no longer the person he was when you move in together. It's also possible that he masked the shit out of who he was before you guys moved in. So that's entirely possible. To which OK Nothing 9733 commented, I wouldn't even be able to give someone like this that chance to make things better. He's already shared his gross ass worldview and is 100% incompatible with my wants and needs. Period. That's not changing. I just leave if someone said, I'm a man, not a woman, about doing dishes.
About anything.
About anything.
Yeah. Crazy.
Anything. Holy shit. Is that Artie or Ringo?
This is Ringo. I don't know why she's being so cuddly right now, but
you're here for once. It's usually Artie staring at us in a screen.
She's gone.
Okay. Bye, Ringo. Psst, 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 psst. Come here one time. Psst, 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 psst.
No, she's distracted. She's lost to the whatever she's playing with over there.
All right. We're moving on to the amazing Under Baki segment, to which they're asking us, Josh, is this poster okay?
All right.
All of them are coming from r/unpopular opinion. The first one is going to be coming out or posted by Ape28 Como Coco. Title is, concerts should include a digital recording of the performance with the purchase of a ticket and ban phone recordings.
Ooh. I don't go to concerts that often, but I don't mind the concept of that.
I actually like that.
Yeah, because the last time I was there, it was just a lot of this, and you're looking at the phone in front of you. So, yeah, it'd be impossible to ban phones, though, I imagine, and like keep track of that. So,
yeah, I was pleasantly surprised in Hawaii. We went to a performance, and they explicitly asked in the door, just like, "Hey, if you don't mind, please no recording." And everyone was just like, "Hell yeah, cool."
Yeah.
And I didn't see a single fucking phone out. And I'm like, this is tight. And I enjoyed the shit out of that show.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is nice. I imagine that was probably a smaller venue.
It was quite a bit of people. It's like at least 300 people.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's still smaller on the smaller end of like concerts.
Yeah, on the smaller end, for sure. Yeah.
I just picturing like, those concert halls that are like theater that are like thousands of people, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Madison Square Garden or something like that. It's like,
oh, that's damn near impossible.
It'd be impossible to do that. Yeah. So, yeah. I like the idea. I just don't know if it'd be plausible.
It sucks having all these people watching the show through their phones that they have to hold up into someone else's view. It's even worse when they are recording the TV showing the performance. Make the show more enjoyable by banning phone recordings. The people won't watch the digital recording just like they don't watch their stupid phone recordings. A recorded show is cool, but people will still pay to see the live show. It won't hurt ticket sales. Maybe block data for cell phones too and charge a couple $100 for a personal Wi-Fi key. They lost me there, not gonna lie. If someone is so attached to clout chasing, make them pay for ruining other people's experiences and not living in their own moments. So is this poster okay?
I think just blocking cell phone service is dangerous. So no.
It's very dangerous. The first part, the concept, I do like.
I don't mind because the concept,
yeah, because I see it all the time. More specifically, when I go to theme parks and there's fireworks shows, and towards the end, like everyone just fucking have their phones out. I'm like, I guarantee you are never gonna watch this fucking footage ever again in your life. Put your fucking hand down. It sucks for me as a shorter person. I'm like, bitch, I do not see over your 6'7" fucking palm tree head looking ass right now. What are you doing?
Get
the fuck out of my face.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
fair.
Get out of my face. But yeah, concept, I agree. Not the last part though.
Yeah. The charging people for a Wi-Fi password was, it's a little crazy as well.
Do not give these big telecom places ideas, people.
No,
please.
Don't give them ideas. They also would never give you away digital like concert for free. So you're
Absolutely
already dreaming there.
So I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna go. This person is now okay because this is again concept I like, but I don't know. You went down for me.
Yeah, I agree. I probably agree with that.
All right, next one. The title, or this one is posted by Mini Mine. Title is Costco is a horrible experience. I hate them already.
Do you not think Costco is a horrible experience?
I fuck Costco's where they keep the cost low, bit. I cannot accept Costco slant. I fucking love Costco.
Okay, I'll hear them out. But I do have an explanation for I think why.
All right, I'll wait. I'll wait till we'll read the story. So Costco isn't a club. It's chaotic warehouse with oversized carts, bad attitudes, and overpriced junk in giant packages you don't need. Aisles feel like pushing a dumpster through a garbage-filled alley. Self-checkout is a war zone where you're somehow always in the way. Staff block you at the door with zero eye contact and no, how was your trip? They ask for a pointless receipt check like you've already guilty. The bakery, pre-made food, and that $5 chicken, mediocre at best. The food court, literal prison food people worship for some reason. Free samples just clog aisles while kids treat it like an amusement park buffet. Solicitors bother you while you shop. Like if I was interested, I would approach you, not the other way around. If you have 4+ kids in a garage full of storage shelves, maybe it's worth it. Not, you're just paying to be stressed out, eat worse, and haul home bulk garbage. So is this poster okay?
Lost me on the food court point because I've heard good things about like the chicken, rotisserie chicken and stuff like that. And the food court's like, isn't it like famously cheap? Like,
yeah,
like
dude, like
cheap.
they retained that $1.50 fucking hot dogs for years, and the CEO refused to do it because it's just like, no, we're not gonna fucking hike up the price. Fuck that.
I will agree with him on like it is a high sensory environment.
It is
because there's so many fucking people. The parking lot is always packed. It's always so fucking busy in there. If you got a cart, it's like you know. You got to have like predictability, like where people are coming out of aisles and like just avoiding things. And it is very high stress, especially like depending on when you go, obviously. And so I can see that being like high sensory overload. Maybe it's just like so many people, like people just going grocery shopping feel this sometimes, where it's just like too many people. I hate it. And I get that sometimes, depending on how high stress and high energy people are. In the area. So I get that part. Lost me on some of the other points, but what do you think, John?
No, I hate this person. I'm just kidding. I mean, they got a point. I feel like it's like that in a lot of any stores in general. You can say this about the mall. You can say this about like what you said, like grocery stores. I'm the same way. Juliet knows I have sensory overload when it comes to busy places. And she's a type of person when she shops, she doesn't go aisle by aisle. She's like, oh, I see this. We both have ADHD, obviously. So she's like, oh, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, and sometimes she doesn't see that like there's like 30 people fucking jammed up cart wise, and I'm like fucking annoyed the whole time. So she knows and she recognizes. She sees me when she sees me like this associate. She knows I'm done. Like this is too much for me. So she's like, hey, do you mind just staying by the books, and then I'll go to you after when you're done. So it's that type of strategy that works out for like the both of us.
Yeah.
But yes, it is a sensory overload. That part I get, but the food court, Love the food court. I'm only saying this because my mom has worked there for like damn near 30 years. So like we've been loyal to Costco for
Fair.
forever too. One, they treat their employees really well. They pay them crazy high wages,
Mhm.
which is great. And yeah, a lot of the food, if you know how to like shop properly, like this is a good place to stretch out your money. And we've used Costco travel like lately in terms of like just going out. Like if we're gonna go on trips, we got a bunch of good ass fucking deals
Yeah.
from them. So, I mean, I see where you're coming from. I just think shopping in general in person can be a terrible
Yes.
experience.
Yeah.
So that part I understand. But you do not slander Costco where they keep the cost low. Hell
Yeah.
no.
I think you could have said any box store, you know what I mean? Like big box store.
Any.
And it would have been probably better. But yeah. Because like I imagine Sam's Club is the exact same.
It's the same.
So
It's the same.
Yeah. not okay.
Oh man. But you know, if you want to skip the shopping experience, maybe you should check out our spots.
Good
all right.
plug.
I know. Trying to get them impressions up, you know, like trying to get that renewal, guys. All right. Last is this poster okay? Is posted by AdEquivalent744. The title is Artificial Banana Flavor is Better Than Regular Bananas.
Yes. Fuck yes. This is a goat.
Really?
This person is my soulmate. Holy shit. I am constantly telling Sienna this. I love banana flavoring. I hate bananas. Controversial take. Hate me.
I am appalled right now. Josh is not okay.
That's fair. You don't have to. Like those mini banana marshmallow things I've talked about on the show before.
Those are good though.
That's fake banana flavoring.
Those are good. I give you that. We'll see how the rest goes. It's artificial banana flavor is better than regular bananas, especially in drinks or candy. Like, okay, candy, I'll give you that. The artificial banana flavor is better to me. I'm not a fan of regular bananas, but I do enjoy the taste of the artificial flavoring.
My goat.
Is this you who wrote this shit?
Oh, yeah, this is me.
Other artificially flavored fruits, not so much, but bananas, somehow I like it better. I guess I feel like we know the answer to this. Is this poster okay, Josh?
This person is the most mentally sound person we've talked about on the show. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Like, did you ever have like the medicine banana flavor?
Oh,
yes. When you were a kid? Yeah, that tastes delicious. Same with like, there's like, I think they're called runts or something like that. They're like,
I don't think we have that here.
They're like little hard fruit candies kind of thing. Anyway, there's a banana one. It tastes delicious. The marshmallow banana candies, I love them. I'm pretty mid on bananas themselves. They're fine, but they would never be my first choice for a fruit. So yeah, I definitely agree with OP. So I'm pretty biased here.
That's fair. I mean, I do give it up with the candy, sometimes a drink, but I prefer, I love bananas. No pause. Like I fucking deep throat the shit out of a banana all day long. Shit, we got banana milk hella decked in the house, like ready to go. I fucking love banana ice cream. Bananas Foster is like one of my favorite desserts ever. Oh my God, dried bananas, chips from the Philippines. If you want to talk about other types of plantains and all that shit, oh, I fucking love them. Yeah, I love banana. If I can put that on any smoothie, and anytime we go to like a smoothie store, I'm like, can I please add a banana? Make that too, please. I love bananas.
Fair. I feel this is going to be a preference thing.
It is a preference thing. The one artificial candy flavor that I absolutely loathe, and it sucks because it's my favorite fruit. I hate mango flavored anything.
Interesting. I can't say I know many mango flavored candies. I can't picture any. There's like peach ones, peach like fuzz ones or whatever.
I fuck with the peach ones. It's not bad, but I don't know why. I think it's because the mango ones, like I'm so used to a certain type of mango that it's just hella sweet.
Right.
But the ones that they use for like those candies are more on the sour side, and it bothers me.
I gotcha. It just doesn't hit the same. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going with this poster's okay.
You know what? I'm gonna say they're
You disagree with them, but they're okay.
They're okay because there are aspects of like artificially flavored bananas that I do fuck with, like the candy most specific.
Right. So this might be my most controversial take on the show.
They're okay to me. I don't think so. Again, it does come from like a preference thing. So
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Well, that is it for this week's episode. But before we cap it off, Josh, I think you have some merch messages you're going to read, right?
Yeah, I got some merch messages. We'll do a few here. This is for June's merch messages.
Ooh.
Haley sends, I love y'all and love when John gets to giggling.
I do like to giggle.
You do. D Nice says, had to get my merch before Sean took it down. LOL. Hell yeah. Add to that quilt. We love to hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Alana says,
Wait, that's not D Nice. That's Danella.
Oh, right.
Right?
Is it?
Who correct us? We don't know.
I could be wrong. I'm very tired right now, so I could be wrong. Alana says, as a fellow HDHer, it's my go-to coping mechanism for brain paralysis days. So thank you guys for that and everything else.
Hell yeah, spicy brain gang.
We need that a shirt. That would be
spicy
great.
brain gang. That would be nice.
It should be just be like a side profile and then just like a jalapeno in the middle.
Someone design that, please.
Madeline says, thanks for not taking the Mayflowers down on time. You can thank Sean for that.
Oh, yeah.
Lynn says, I love you guys. I definitely look forward to this podcast every week. Thank you. Caitlin says, so excited to get my first row merch. I've been a fan for a year now, but finally got caught up from episode 1 this month. Cheers. Damn.
Episode 1 is crazy.
I do wonder if people like see our show on Spotify and go, oh, I should go to episode 1 to try it out, and then fall flat on episode 1 because of how different it is now. You know what I mean?
Should we take those down or hide them?
Maybe.
Maybe. But then no one's going to understand why it's called Reddit on Wiki.
That's true. That's true. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Jade says, buying this for my sister-in-law for a belated Mother's Day gift. We are both obsessed with you guys. Sending you guys so much love. Wow. Thanks,
Thank you, Jade.
Lauren says, love the design. I forget what design June was.
For June.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Victoria says, hi guys, I'm so happy for the it's the Gaycation merch. I could have read 2 sentences.
Re-release.
Victoria says, hi guys, I'm so happy the Gaycation merch came back in rotation. As we all know, we have to surrender to the Gaycation. Love you all. That is correct. Got to. Marissa says, I found Row on YouTube last year randomly. The community that you all, including Midscore, made is so welcoming. I recently became a rich motherfucker on Patreon.
Hell yeah. Shout out Midscore the GOAT.
Hell yeah. GOAT.
Indeed.
Maylin says, longtime fan from Norway. I will proudly wear the sweater at work in a high school in Norway. Wow.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Norway.
I've always wanted to visit Norway.
Same. Heard it was beautiful.
Yeah. I want to do like a whole like Norway, Denmark, Sweden, and Finland. I want to do all those. They look beautiful.
They do.
Desi says, finally, I get the Gaycation shirt. I love y'all. My boyfriend is going to die laughing seeing this on me. Ha ha ha.
Make him wear it. Make him wear it one time. If you order a crop top next time in November, make him rock that shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to see some.
Try to see some abs. And finally, Andrea says, not a rich, but I have to support Gaycation. Thanks for being so accepting. Hope to see the ladies of Reddit on Wiki soon. It has been months and they have not appeared yet, but
nope.
They'll be there. Well, Sienna will be there in person at least. Unclear. We haven't figured out if Nancy and Juliet are coming yet, but
Juliet says she's down to go. We just gotta figure out the budget, baby.
Hell yeah.
That means we gotta peer pressure Nancy to go too, so we can all be complete for once.
Awesome. So they might appear on a recording or something then, and they'll be at any live meetup or show that we do. So
yeah. Juliet's going to be watching carefully from the sidelines, eyeing you. Maybe potentially a knife in hand. We don't know. We'll see.
Whoa. You could be threatened by Juliet in real life. But that is it. So if you want to get a merch message sent in, go to redditonwikishop.com. Get the Emo Ween or Kitty Rich merch while you can this week. If not, there's always November. So stay tuned for that.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for that, Josh. But call to action. Okay. Before we end the episode today, I know it kind of passed already, but Wikimaniacs, please type in the comments, happy anniversary to Josh and Sienna. They're out right now. When this episode is out, they're out celebrating in Niagara Falls, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I think Friday's episode was closer, but
closer.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know if we did a call to action for that one, but greet Josh and Sienna happy anniversary in the comments, Wikimaniacs. And also, if you are over on YouTube, don't forget to hype up your boys. Like press that little button. You can hype up a video up to 3 times a week, if I'm not mistaken. So,
whoa.
Because we are a smaller channel, your hype is a little bit more extra boosted. So that helps us out a lot. So we really appreciate it if you do that for us. And if you like what we do, consider being a patron or a YouTube member. All the links are going to be in the show notes. You get extra stories, extra episodes, bonus live streams. You want a cameo request. You want to freaking be on a live call-in. We in that shit too. You want to see us game and date everything? We do that shit too. So sign up, be a patron or YouTube member today. But before we close it off, Josh, anything else you'd like to add, buddy?
Yeah, I guess we can call to action that this Wednesday we will be doing our Patreon only live stream and call-in show. So
Hoya.
If you want to check that out, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network.
Yes, everything on the show notes. But thank you, Josh, for joining me today in this chaotic thrown last minute episode. But until then, we should be... No, we're not back together yet next episode. But
no.
We will see you next time, McManiacs.
Bye.
Bolt up, baby.
Get therapy.